Hey everybody. So as you know, I do a lot of polling because I like to interact with you guys and talk to you about stuff, and I love it when you respond to these things. And so I thought today we'd go through and look at some of the polls that I've done and discuss the results because a lot of them have been up there for a long time. If you don't get polling from me, it's probably because you're not subscribed. Because I do know that the pages that I'm subscribed to, I do get polls on my phone. On my phone, they come up in my feed. You can also do it this way. Let's go over to my screen here. So now we are on my page right now. And if I go to, where is it here? I go to community. Now you see I have all these polls that I've done. So let's just go through. I'm going to go through them and we're going to talk about some of them. This one I like. I asked it this week, and it is pretty much what was the biggest hindrance for you not releasing songs, and it came down to it was either financial. Never happy with the final mix. So that seems to be a problem with a lot of people. They don't like their final mix, and like I said, I'm willing to listen to them if you want. I'll give you my opinion on it because honestly, that seems to be a lot of people's roadblock right there. And you know what? A lot of you guys think your mixes are bad, and they're not. They're actually quite good. And I don't think you need to worry about it as much as you do. So let's go back to this for a second. So, and then, yeah, the other ones are financial and other. I'll comment below. And we got like 9 comments on this. So that's pretty decent, of course. Yeah, I talked about me, like my biggest hindrance was my mom hated, she didn't want me to spend any money on music. When I kept talking when I was recording, when we were recording our first song, like our first CD back in the early 90s, and she's like, wow, you're not going to spend money on this, are you? And it's like, well, yeah, how else am I going to get it out there? You know, you can't wait for somebody to talk to you about it. You have to go out there and get it. And then my ex-wife, who I've talked about before, she hated it. And this used to be a dining room, and now it's a big room of stuff. So, and Earthling says he's not very talented. Personally, I like his songs. I've listened to a few of them. They're decent songs. But once again, if you don't feel you want to spend the money and get them on streaming services, don't. You know, just put them out there on like Spotify and YouTube. That's what they're there for. And then I feel bad for B. DeMay because he has completely lost any passion for it, and that's sad. It is really sad. And Ant-Man Felix, I've talked to him a few times. He does interesting songs, and I like what he does. And same thing. It's he just doesn't feel they're good enough. And yeah, same. Most people feel they're not good enough. So, like I said, if you want, talk to me about it. I'm willing to listen. I will do that. I have no problems with it. So yeah, that's my. So other one was, what pattern do you follow? And I'm wondering if people should change their pattern. Like I know I follow a pattern. I do it through the MIDI first, and then I go into the drums, and and then I do it from there. Or I do scratch track. It's because I'm alone mainly, I've actually been doing things differently. I did a song for the church service, and I actually started with the guitars on it, and I recorded the guitars, and I kind of cut and pasted what I wanted on the DP32, and then released, and then just went from there, and then started adding everything in on top of it, and so getting rid of the crappy tracks that I originally started with, and then filling in the blanks, and it turned out really well. So I'll be releasing that at some point too. The next one is start off end of the week. What free sites do you get the most listens to your music? Please note I said free because I know a lot of people talk about. When I mentioned it, everybody's like, oh well, Spotify costs money. I'm like, no, I'm not talking about that. So I'm talking about where you can just put your stuff on. Most people like Bandcamp. Personally, I'm really finding Reverb Nation interesting. I'm getting more views on there, but Reverb Nation works differently where it kind of combines all your different pages and puts them together, whereas the other ones don't. I really don't like SoundCloud. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pretty much done with SoundCloud. I find it more of an annoyance than anything else. Whereas people are just, I'm just gonna, I just released Bag of Tea on there, and some guy halfway through made a comment and said, send me your song, and here's my here's my website, and it's Fiverr. He wants me to spend money to get him to promote my song on SoundCloud. I don't care. But it's like, and the thing is, he's got and it looks like he just set it up like 2 days beforehand, because it's like all his comments are from 2 days before, and it's like, and they're all 5 stars, and it's like, this is great. No, I don't believe it. So it kind of made me laugh, and he didn't even listen to the song. He just kind of jumped in the middle, made a comment, and then that was it, because it didn't even have any plays on it. So it's like, I'm not an idiot guy. So there's Judgy McJudgerson coming out. How do you organize your studio? Yeah, this one. See, me, pretty much after I'm done, I clean up. I clean up everything, because this is not only my studio, it's also my office. So right now, because of the way things are going, I'm working from home here, and so I'm hoping to keep it that way too. And so, yeah, so I pretty much, after I'm done, I clean everything up, because otherwise I'm tripping over wires. I also have a dog and a cat who are pains in the asses, and they get into everything. And so I'd rather just clean up as much as I can. Like over there I have a 8 channel snake sitting on top of the Model 16 at the moment. Still hasn't gotten to the church. Working on that. Still waiting for us to be allowed to get into the church. So it's over there as well. And so I just put it on top for now when I'm not using it, but it is hooked up into there. And that, so yeah, I always try to keep my room clean for that reason. The next one, we all started music for different reasons. For me, I want to play songs. What made you decide? I thought honestly, the opposite sex would have been the biggest reason, because it just seems right. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, chicks dig musicians, so wasn't. So biggest one was, I had songs in my head and want to get them out there, and that's beautiful. That's the greatest reason. So yeah, so for me it was I loved music. I always had things running through my head. Could never play. My friends, I had 2 of them who both played guitar, and they suggested I get a bass. And I met a girl who I went to school with. She had a bass, and I bought it from her, and it's still here. So it's my Cort, my headless Cort, and it actually started me on my crazy collection of headless basses that I have going on. So yeah, that's the reason. So there's that was in April. That was surprising. And let's see. So when it comes to recording, would you rather be told something this has been shown to be true, or would you rather? Yeah. See, so this one really annoys me, because I get tired of people giving out false information and not backing it up. And we all know that that drives me nuts. And so whenever I do something, I always back it up. I don't just say, well, this is what I found on one particular occasion. I back it up and I say, okay, show me. And that's what I did. Like the compression, the what is it called? The normalization always drives me nuts. It's like, no, it doesn't do that. And it's not different with 24 bits or with 16 bits. It's the same. It's the same all around. It is, it just drives me up the wall. And it, like, false information like that. So I always try to give you guys the correct information. And so yes, I am Mr. Cuddles. That one was fun. I'm still part of this band. I'm just, right now we're in lockdown, so we haven't really recorded anything. Quick question for everybody. Do you use external effects? And for me, yes. I use external effects. Pretty much, that's my main thing. I like my external effects, and I use them. I have used the internal effects, and honestly, I'm starting to like a lot of the internal effects. I use the the noise suppressor on Dynamics for when I was doing the drums, and I thought, you know what, that actually worked really well. I did that with the song that I just did for the church. I did that for I Have Such a Headache, which is coming out next month, where I re-recorded, like I did my usual effects out, it back in and into the channel, and then it worked really well, and it was easy, and I was like, wow, that is much nicer than it used to be. So yes, and then my little ghost, which is my hair, and that's how I did some mixing for a friend. Now, as you can see right here, this is I have it hooked up to a Shure, my wireless system, which I love that thing. That thing is awesome. It's beautiful. Let's see. Yeah, there's songs. Yeah, I think. Let's see. So yeah, question: is anybody else releasing stuff? And 6% said hopefully soon. And I'm glad you guys are releasing stuff. I really think for your own benefit you should release stuff, because it is like a weight off your chest. And you know, like for me it was years of not being able to, finally being able to, releasing it, and then doing the CD for me. Granted, like nobody buys CDs anymore, I get that, but for me the CD was like the trophy. It was, there it is, there. And my friend who we recorded the MPF Project, same thing. He wanted that CD. He wanted that ending CD, and he got it. And it's like finishing a race. Doesn't matter if you come in first, but you finished it. You did it, and that's what it comes out to be. So, and people like the narrated videos. I will try to do more of those. I know I've had some people say I ramble on, and you know, I'm sorry. That's who I am. I'm not going to apologize for the way I am. And then, let's see. Yeah, so people would like me to stream more. I'm going to try to stream more. Yeah, how do you drums? Most people do acoustic drums. I'm glad to hear that. I love my acoustic drums. I'm actually going to start using both my acoustic drums and my electric drums. I actually bought a wood block for my acoustic drums, which I want to incorporate into some songs and see how that works out. I still need to do my Jason Lambeth, where he does like a floor tom and then a snare, covers them with towels, and that's his drum set. That's generally his drum set for his songs. I want to do the same thing, but I'm going to go a little further with it, because I always go a little further with it. So there's the Model 16, which we've done. That was my room after I cleaned it. Still like that. That's why I'm getting this beautiful sun in here and looking outside, seeing people walk by, including my favorite Christmas music, me, Penn and Teller, my cat being a jerk, the bad monkey. I still love that pedal. So, and then so most people wanted me to continue with the send effects, which I did. So yes, so then let's see, just guitar tones and A. Yes, that was fun. So no rap or hip hop. I'm surprised about that. I personally, I listen to everything, so I'm not I'm not particular on things. And I guess it was in there twice. I don't know why. And that seems to be the last one. Is people want me to keep going with the DP2432 stuff. I will probably redo this poll again. I do have a lot of gear reviews that I need to cut through, and I will do that as well. So that is my video for today. Yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. You guys are the best. I will talk to you later. Bye.